And a lot of that has to do with perimenopause, menopause, how our hormones are changing. And did you know that the pH of your skin down there is different? So maybe you feel like when you use your regular body shower or gel down there, it doesn't actually work, or you just feel really itchy and dry. Korres, we're talking about the brand that was birthed out of the oldest apothecary in Greece. They came up with a solution, and they brought it to us in this really incredible intimate area cleansing gel that is actually gynecologist tested and approved to combat all of those issues that you deal with that make you feel so uncomfortable, maybe even embarrassed, because it's pH balanced. It also harnesses the power of exfoliants like lactic acid with Mother Nature ingredients and science. This gel has been so incredible and really life-changing for many women at home. So look at this price. Normally it's $24.95. We dropped it down on sale to $18, free shipping and handling. And even if you want to just try it to see if it does make a difference for you, $9 with free shipping to get home. Stephanie Metkes is joining us. She is an incredible brand ambassador. She is so close with the two owners and founders. And I know, Stephanie, you get a behind the scenes look. Why would they just specifically create this? And I know because they care about the customer, and this is something that they felt like they were missing.
Right, and that people were asking for. You know, one of the things about our brand, Rebecca, is that we are born out of a pharmacy, a real working apothecary in downtown Athens. But the difference with us is that we are homeopathic, which means that we use Mother Nature. So vaginal health products have kind of like exploded. And it makes me so happy as a woman in the beauty industry, because here we are, all of us having these specific concerns and not having products to address them. In this case, do you have dryness? You mentioned. What about odor? Have you ever had an odor? Do you struggle with, you know, yeast down there? Do you struggle with maybe intense sweating and moisture? And all of that pH balance can come out of whack, especially if you're using products that are agitating, that are irritating, that are chemical laden. It is a very different area. And so this is actually a formula. You could see it on my hand. It's like a gel. This is not some big foamy cleanser. I can add a little bit of water. It smells fresh and clean, but it's lactic acid, it's probiotics, it is pH balancing, all of that down there to keep it in harmony, to keep it hydrated. And then we added chamomile extract, calendula extract, vitamin E, yacon root juice, which is really soothing. So if you've ever worn the jeans and you've had the irritation and you felt the rub, this is something specifically designed to combat that problem, to combat the odor. Okay, so don't use your regular cleanser down in that area because it's different. It is completely pH balanced with all of these different bacteria. That's why we put the lactobacillus in there. And this is coming out of a pharmacy. This is not coming out of a beauty lab or some big manufacturer, straight from Athens to you. And honestly, this is the only place that you can get it. We actually took it from the pharmacy wall in Athens and brought it here to HSN.
And it smells like just this very light, subtle. Have you used like your favorite shower gel and it has a wonderful scent, and then you feel like, why doesn't it smell like that down there? Like, why didn't that work? Opening up your eyes to the fact and being educated on, yes, your pH levels and what's going on down there is completely different than the rest of your body. Just think about even when we talk about eye creams and facial creams, the skin around your eyes is actually different, and that's why you need specific formulations and ingredients there. And that is what's happening down there as well. And then as we age, all kinds of things are happening. So if you're at home and you're thinking, my goodness, I deal with irritation, I deal with itchiness, tightness, odor, and I don't know what to do. In fact, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to go out on a date. I'm embarrassed to go, you know, just walk around town. And now it's, you know, hot and summery pretty soon, and I'm gonna be wearing a lot less clothes. You know, at home, to have that assurance that you're using a product that's actually formulated with Mother Nature ingredients and science, right? This is from a pharmacy, gynecologist tested and approved, with the right formulation for that skin. What a relief. And a little bit goes a long way. Remember, you're only using that little bit of gel, say on a loofah with some water, it's gonna suds right up, and it's just for that area. So you're getting a huge bottle here that's going to last and actually go to work to solve all of those problems. The probiotics, the pH balance, the lactic acid, and the chamomile. I mean, look at this decadence right here.
Look at that. It is rich. It's hydrating. So, you don't ever have to worry about that dryness, that itchiness. But I'm telling you, it's the odor that a lot of
Hmm.
women struggle with, especially in the spring and summer months when things get really moist. Because we have that lactic acid, because we have the probacillus, which is actually a probiotic that is going to rebalance everything. And, a lot of times, the gynecologist will tell you to take a probiotic. I mean, look at this creamy, decadent gel. It
Oh,
is a true
so
gel
nice.
formula, but this is actually drinking into that skin. It's reharmonizing your pH. It's getting rid of that odor. It's getting rid of that dryness. It's getting rid of that uncomfortability. Do not take your fragranced shower gel and put it into that intimate area, because I guarantee you, you will start to feel the effects of that immediately. And this is like a godsend
It
straight out of
really
a
is true.
pharmacy.
You're going to see the difference. And that's why I'm excited for you to get it home. I'm really happy that we were able to drop it down to this low price just in time for the spring and the summer months. Think about it. Maybe you're getting invited to go see the grandkids at the soccer field play, and you're going to be uncomfortable and itchy. You're going to the beach, you're wearing bathing suits. I mean, bathing suit season is right here on the horizon, and you're embarrassed. Not to mention you're uncomfortable because your skin down there is dry, itchy, and tight. Your future self is going to thank you that you grabbed this on a flex payment of $9 and free shipping and handling, that it was in your arsenal, and that now, once you know and feel the difference, you're never gonna go back to using the rest of that body wash down there. And it's because you need a specific formulation for the pH levels and skin down in your personal areas. This has been gynecologist tested and approved. And I really love that they did that. Not every
Yeah.
company does that, Stephanie. And so to know that I have that extra assurance on top of this ingredient deck that you're seeing right here on the left-hand side of your screen.
Right. And it's the ingredients that are really important, because there's other products like this out on the marketplace. However, the ingredients and where
Hmm.
they're sourced from make all the difference in how they're accepted by your skin. So, for example, chamomile flower extract, extremely soothing. We actually hand harvest the chamomile flowers from Greece. We cold
Wow.
extract from the chamomile flower, the extraction. So it's potent and it's powerful. It's real. Okay. It's not just an ingredient on a deck. Same with the aloe leaf juice. We take the aloe vera, we remove all the water so that it's this real, true soothing. I mean, have you ever put aloe on a sunburn or something of that?
Hmm.
It just soothes your skin. Lactobacillus is the key, because that is going to balance out all the bacteria. There's bacteria in there that are, it's like a happy colony that's there to protect, it's
Yes.
there to keep everything in balance. When that bacteria gets out of whack, that's when you smell odors, that's when you feel dryness, itchiness. So the lactobacillus is really going to balance everything out. That's a true pharmacy ingredient. And then the vitamin E and the yacon root juice really just provide that freshness, which is what we're all looking for, and
It's
any age, honestly.
And I was going to ask you, age-wise, I know that, I'm in my 30s and I'm using that because I understand and I've been educated on just what you told us here with wanting to
Yep.
keep that colony down there good. I'm even thinking maybe you're starting a new relationship and you've been dealing with odor down there or the itchiness and
Right.
uncomfortability, and you're like, I don't even feel confident. I mean, we're already dealing with confidence issues when we're starting something new. That's the last thing you want to think about. You want to be confident in your own skin, and that really applies across the board. So, and like you said, all ages, Stephanie. So this might
Yeah,
be a really great gift
teenagers.
for a teenager or someone that's,
I
moving into that next
I will
stage of their
tell you,
life.
my daughter is a basketball player. She's in the gym. They're sweating. It's moist. It's all kinds of crazy hormones
Yes.
happening. And so this is something that I give to her, right? To make sure, again, that the odor, that the pH balance, that everything is healthy. When you are going through menopause, this is crucial. I know Debbie D talks a lot about using, sometimes having to find fragrance-free shower gels because she can't use fragrance down there. This is exactly what you want, because it's not just about removing the fragrance. It's about including all the other ingredients. I mean, look at that. This is not some thick, goopy, irritating shower gel. This is actually a real pharmaceutical grade, solution, with that lactobacillus, with that yacon root juice, with the chamomile flower extract. Smells fresh and clean, but makes you smell fresh and clean as well.
And that's what we want at the end of the day, the results. And this is not chemically laden like a lot of those other intimate products are, that when you walk into the drugstore and maybe you spend $12, $15 on it and it's full of chemicals and you're like, I still feel itchy and my skin still feels really tight down there and I don't understand why, or it's full of fragrances and it's just kind of putting lipstick on a pig. It's just masking it for maybe a
Right.
little while. This right here, we're talking about the oldest apothecary in Greece. They have harnessed the power of Mother Nature ingredients and science to bring you products formulated that get right to the point with right actives and none of the yucky fillers. So grab it because it was gynecologist tested and approved, because you can actually see and feel the results, so that you can get your confidence back and be comfortable, especially as we're going into the spring and summer months and you just want to enjoy those vacations, time outside. I don't know about you, it starts to get hot, you're already uncomfortable. So why not solve this solution? In fact, do so at just $9 on a Flex, free shipping and handling. Try it out in your shower for 30 days. And if you don't see these results or feel the difference or get that confidence back, feel the difference in your skin down there, send it right back to us. You have 30 days to try this, but I don't want you to miss out because it's normally $25. We dropped it down to $18, so you really have an opportunity to start right now. And I say at this price, why not get one for yourself and then get one as a gift for that teenager in your life, or someone that you know is playing sports, or a woman coming into her own. In a sense, for me, I'm not making any claims, it's preventative, right? It's preventative for when you're out there and it's warm and moist and you're working out. Use the right products formulated specifically for that area. You're gonna fall in love with this. Already 372 spoken for. Stephanie, thank you so much for this, but don't go anywhere because guess what? The iconic customer pick wipes are here. Honestly, I feel like these two that we selected for the show are really perfect for going into the